There were few land wars on Venice, few conflicts of any kind now. All traffic was conducted by water. Canals occupied 4/5 of the planet's surface. Venice was not one of the many terraformed planets created by the great commercial world-building companies. Whatever gravities had shaped her had done so naturally. People had long since discovered that symmetry was characteristic of most planets, formed in the nativity of their geology. Even the howling, fruitful terraces of Arcturus and Arcturus owed their existence to this familiar phenomenon, and were merely exploited by the commercial terraforming families who created mainly Earth-like worlds for a planet-hungry universe. In his long Epiconian, Cornelius, nicknamed the Dutchman, wrote, "Catching the solar winds, the vessel breaks and turns upon the brain, and all the multiverse is hers. The yearning void calls out, gloriously perverse. She spurns a dozen planetary advances. This latticed orb of silver, gold, and glowing pearl sustains all reverses, and her purse remains both threatening prize and perilous temptation. Yet still my patronage and brain are hers. There can be no occasion, no threat or lure to drive me from my chosen station." His ship is called Pain. His hand light on his great wheel, he stands at her bridge, proud and insouciant, glorying in the beauty he commands. She is the most peerlessly perfect light-powered vessel in all space-time. Her sails strain against the pressure of countless billion winking photons. Her holds are already crowded with the invaluable and exotic booty of 100 beautiful worlds. Within her mysterious envelope of atmosphere, created from stolen technologies, her multifarious crew, both flesh, metal, and petal, drawn from almost all the sentient creatures of the galaxy, crowds her decks to look down on a world they have come to consider their own. Iron Face is their name for the man who wears a Piero mask of brazen metal in the style of the ancient Italian comedy. Cornelius the pirate, ruthless poet, courteous thief, commander of a vessel feared and familiar, envied as much for her ethereal loveliness as for the accuracy of her destructive arsenal, motions with his hand, giving the order for his men's descent. Only remembered Lombardy,